91X.
That is Switchfoot on 91X, and joining me in the studio, members of the band. Ladies and gentlemen, say hi to, wait a minute, I got to turn on the right thing, okay. Say hi to Tim. Tim, say hi first.
Hello.
And Drew's here as well.
Hey.
Welcome back to the radio station. I know we had you on during Rex the Halls, I think was probably the last time you guys chatted on the radio.
Yes.
So tell me, you guys are a local band here in San Diego, aren't you?
San Diego.
Hi. We're from San Diego.
Does it feel, does it feel weird, like having to drive to the local radio station to talk about what you guys are doing tomorrow?
It's awesome, actually.
It is.
Because normally when we go to radio
Tim, lean that
station-
thing like right up against you, like it's like a shotgun.
This is my first time.
I know you don't
Is this
sing
thing
that much
on?
on stage.
Hello?
People can hear you.
Normally when we go to a radio station, we are at the whim of whoever drove us there.
Or you're sitting in a tour bus and somebody throws you in a car and goes,
Yeah.
go to this radio station. And here you're just kind of in your own cars, having to drive places, deal with traffic, and
I love it. It feels like
It's
home.
good.
It's good. Sorry we were a tiny bit,
it's okay.
because
Apology
I was
accepted.
going to say,
But the people in Radioland, they don't know that we were late.
they don't?
No, just
Now they
Mike
do.
knows.
Wait,
now
now
they do.
Now they know you were late, but that's okay
We weren't late.
because you guys are going to pick
That's
some
not true.
songs,
At least they don't know what we're wearing.
and you guys have picked the 420 song,
Blue
which is
sequence suit, Drew Shirley,
I'm in my Speedo. I just came from the gym.
Radio Magic.
Sorry, folks.
So, let me tell you what they're dressed like. Drew is dressed in in one of those old cowboy outfits that the country guys used to sing in, and he thought it was going to be on television today, but it's not.
I believe that's
And-
called a
and-
nudie suit.
A nudie suit, yeah.
we'll
And
call it.
and Tim's in surf shorts, and that's it. And he's brought his board with him for some reason. We got a traffic report to do in a couple of minutes here, and we've also got a concert report. Let me do the concert report, and we're going to come back, and you guys are going to pick some songs, and you're apparently picking the 420 song. And I have to ask you guys, do you guys even know what 420 means? No, the real meaning.
On.
No, the real meaning.
Come on.
Do you know the real meaning?
No.
You don't?
Actually, not the real
Drew,
meaning.
any idea?
I'm not going to supersede your 420 knowledge, Halloran.
I don't know. That's what I'm
Help
asking
us
you.
out here.
I have a feeling that people
us
have
a
been
why.
making up stories forever, and nobody remembers them because they partake too much. Like, so they just.
I would like to know the historical accuracy.
The Waldos. That's what I've
like
heard.
Wikipedia/420. What are we going to read?
Etymology.
That's all I can tell you is that it was these group of guys up in like near San Rafael, but for some reason it came. Oh, that's the active ingredients in weed. It's like, what? Where does that come from? That comes from people smoking too much. All right, let me do a little concert report here because it involves you guys. Are you guys ready to hear this? Here we go.
91X concert and club calendar.
All right, let's see, not tomorrow. On the 15th, Switchfoot in the studio, going to be playing the San Diego County Fair, and the Bro-Am's happening on, the 16th, which is the day afterwards. Tonight in town, Temper Trap, Crocodiles. It's June 13th. That's tonight, House of Blues. Also in town tonight, Weezer, but you can't get in unless you work for Cisco. That's all I'm going to say about that. What else? A bunch of other bands are coming to town, but all the details you can find at 91x.com. Switchfoot in the studio. We'll be back in a few moments. Don't touch anything. And let me see, where's my next button? I got to hit this one. All right, that's the song called California by Delta Spirit. Switchfoot has stopped by the studios, and we're going to chat with him about why they picked that song. So, gentlemen?
I am kind of crazy about that song.
Yeah, and
Now,
the whole album.
You were telling me off the air that you've known most of these guys in this band forever. In fact, you were telling me that...
So Brandon, the drummer, and John Jameson, the bass player, were from a band called Noise Ratchet. We did a million shows with back in the day. And couldn't be happier for those guys. Delta Spirit, they're just kind of coming into their own right now.
Right.
And that song just nails it for me.
It is an amazing song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now,
man.
one of the guys filled in for you when you were busy popping kids out.
I mean, I can't say that I personally was popping a kid out, but my wife certainly was. And
Be honest.
And, I don't want to overstep
I don't know what
my,
time.
taking
You had
credit
something
for
to do with it, though.
I did
Yeah,
have something to do with it. And so John Jameson, the bass player, he filled in for me for a couple shows. The only 2 shows that Switchfoot's ever played without
Without
me
you.
playing bass. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you just played him on the radio. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
we love it, man. Delta Spirit.
The 420 song, which is kind of 8 minutes late at this point. I don't know why. You guys have picked what song did you pick?
Stir it up.
And
We
and
picked Stir
and,
It Up.
and why this one?
Or steer it up.
Steer
Steer it up. Well, you know what? I did do my homework and looked up Wikipedia/420, and you were right. About the
The
San
Waldos.
Rafael. Yes.
San Rafael High School?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
And they were meeting at that time, but it's not an ingredient in the
Correct.
sauce. Okay. We picked that song because we like it, right? I mean, come on, Bob.
Have you guys
Stir it
ever?
up.
I've seen you guys
Love
cover
this.
everything from the Beastie Boys to other things. Have you ever covered a Marley song live?
You know, there's certain things that are off limits.
Really?
Or certainly tough to touch. I think the Beatles certainly qualifies. Actually, Beach Boys does, although we did cover a Beach Boys song.
But not Bob Marley.
Yeah,
No.
that's a tough one.
No.
But we were talking about this the other day. There's two kinds of reggae. There's reggae, and then there's Bob Marley.
Right.
Or
But
Bob Marley and everything else.
He transcends. He's his own genre,
It's undeniable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
which he is.
Yeah.
All right, Switchfoot's here, and we'll talk about the Bro-Am momentarily. It's 91X. All right, that's one of the bands that's going to be playing the Bro-Am, which is happening on June 16th at the Moonlight Beach in Encinitas. The band right there called The Howls, and Switchfoot's in the studio with me, and we were just talking off the air about things that we probably can't talk about on the air, but you've known The Howls for how long? Ever and a day?
For ages. Yeah, John Cooper, it will only be known as Radar amongst our
What's up, Radar? No.
circle. I know you're listening right now, Radar. Hope you
And
surf today.
this is a hometown, show for us this week, and it's like the Howls are the perfect quintessential hometown kind of from us because John Cooper toured with us for a while and then left to start his own band, and now.
So how long ago did he came and sold merch for you? How
Yep.
long ago was it?
It was probably
It was about a year and a half, and it was probably like 3 years ago that he left to
like
kind
3
of
years ago.
do his own thing. And
wings.
man, we're so proud of him. We love what he's doing. He's actually playing Friday night with us at the Del Mar Fair.
Nice. See,
Is it
I
called
used
the Del Mar Fair anymore?
No, okay,
Yeah.
great. I'm glad you said
Oh,
that
that's
because
cool.
Chris
Yeah.
came in and goes, "It's the San Diego County Fair," and I go,
No, it's not.
"Yeah, we know it is, but nobody ever says
It's the
that."
Del Mar Fair. My
If you
first
said
jo-
San Diego County Fair, people would be like, "What do you mean?"
Where is it in Riverside?
Yeah.
right up in L.A. Is that Orange County? No,
But
my
the funny
first.
is, like, it's always been the Del Mar Fairgrounds, always been the Del Mar Fair, and then for some reason somebody comes, like, "You have to call it this."
Right.
Same thing about Qualcomm, Cricket. They're not paying me to say their names.
Right.
It's going to be the sports arena. It's going to be that thing down by the border near Brown Field, whatever that is.
Amphitheater.
The big amphitheater down there that used to have a beer name. The place at SDSU.
Yep.
That's basically Aztec Bowl with something stuck in the middle of it.
Yeah.
People know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And it is the Del Mar Fair. I mean,
It's
my
the Del Mar
first
Fair.
job was at the Del Mar Fair.
Seriously?
No
Drew?
joke. Palapa Taco. I worked as a vendor there.
Wait. They were called Palapa Taco?
Yeah, man. I think they're still there. I think they're.
Did you,
I
did you
think-
make them or serve them?
They were still there, man. All I did was get yelled at, really, a lot by the dude in front who would turn around and yell, "Nachos!" And I'd go, "Whoa, nachos!"
So that was your first real gig, or is that your first gig?
I was 15, man.
You were
I was
15?
Like my first job was 2 weeks at the Del Mar Fair.
Tim, first job for you? You were-
I was a barista.
Really?
Made coffee. Yeah.
Wait, at that place I saw you at up in Encinitas?
Yeah.
You were-
25 East D.
You were working there? Is that how you got the gig there?
I was.
I got
so
the gig
it was
playing.
kind of owned by Red Sand at the time, and I was kind
Oh,
of.
that's right.
They kind of sponsored me as like a Grom surfer at the time, so it was a really cush gig.
I can
had it-
imagine.
I
Did
had
you-
it for like 3 months, and then they moved on to someone that's a little more
a little more experienced
fastidious with the coffee.
and making it the right way. That is good to know. So let's talk a bit about how many. This is the 8th annual Bro-Am, right?
Yes.
You got Dead Feather Moon on this time, Howls, Brandon Leah, and John Foreman and friends. Now that's kind of nebulous.
Yes.
And friends.
Right.
Obviously,
He has
you guys will
friends.
be helping him out.
We're friends of his.
We're definitely friends.
You're his brother,
Mhm.
and I'm a
Yes.
friend. But so brother and friends, brother, family, and friends. We're all friends.
Any surprises that
Yeah,
will
always.
be happening?
Yeah. I won't be wearing this. And
The nudie suit is going on.
fantastic, right? No, we've got a great lineup, and it's like the best day of the year for us. Like you said, coming here, like hometown, it's like the hometown takeover. You know,
Right.
we love it so much, and you see the community really dive into it. Like we've got vendors out there, we've got everything Hurley, and we've got different vendors, and I'll be emceeing the thing and doing a whole introduction of all the bands playing, like the ones you just mentioned. There's a surf contest going on with a lot of notorious surfers like Tim Foreman, who was once sponsored by Red Sand as a barista.
He'll be making coffee on his surfboard as
I
he's
feel
out
like
there.
our entire set at the Bro-Am on the beach is, random people jumping on stage and singing on every song.
So it will be more fun than obviously with your regular Switchfoot shows, which this is technically not because it's you guys are playing the day before at the Del Mar Fair, which is at the San Diego Fairgrounds. But people will be jumping up on stage. It'll be a lot of fun. You'll have. Will any of you possibly do some crowd surfing on real surfboards if you take the fins off?
It's not a bad idea.
I saw it done recently. It was quite shocking to see it done at Coachella. One of the guys, I can't remember what band it was, came out and said, "I've always wanted to do this," and he put a surfboard and he actually tried. It lasted about 2 seconds, and then he purled.
Nice,
but it was good nonetheless. We're going to play another song. I'm trying to remember what you. Weezer. My Name is Jonas. Why did you pick this one?
So the end of every tour, it's kind of a tradition. We always play the song, or just sing it on the bus. Big sing along. Workers are going home.
Right.
You will have 15, 20 people all crammed into the front lounge of the tour bus,
Yeah.
just all screaming it out at the top of
We
their
love
lungs.
touring, but we love coming home to San Diego.
Of course.
So that song for me will always remind me.
When does this
Going
song
home.
start? Like right at the end of the last show, as the bus pulls out and you're heading back?
So our sound guy plays it as we walk off stage,
Yeah.
and then it continues on as everyone gets on the bus.
Yeah.
Amazing. And the weird thing is they're playing in town tonight, but nobody knows about it.
Except the Cisco workers.
Unless you guys want to, I can sneak you in. I know people.
Nice. I like their toilet paper and amenities. I like all their soaps and.
I used to
really
always
What about
ask
the-
for the Cisco corporate discount when we were a young touring band and we were trying to get better rates at hotels. I'd say, "Do you have a Cisco rate?"
And they give you the best rate in the world.
Yeah,
And they have
that's
good
right.
routers,
Pretty good
too.
rates.
They have good routers and good toilet paper.
I'm into it.
All right. It's 91X. Song is called Some Nights. Man's called Fun with a big period afterwards. And before that, we played Weezer. Switchfoot is in the studio. They picked those songs. I know you said you guys toured with the format before they changed the name to Fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was really just Nate, the singer. Yeah, we had a lot of good times with him as the format, and I played a show with him recently in Florida, and a year ago, as fun. Loved the whole show. It was like the name says. It was fun.
It is fun. It is fun, right?
I was smiling the whole show.
That's good. All right, I have to do a quick break so I can get some traffic done and people don't yell at me, and then I'll be right back. Switchfoot's in the studio. It is 91X.
The 91X Lowdown.
Group Love. The song is called Colors. Switchfoot have joined me in the studio. Who picked that song?
I did.
Tim picked
I
that
actually
one?
first heard that on 91X.
Really?
When I was checking the surf between Swamis and Pipes up in North County, and actually pulled the car over because I liked it so much.
Were you trying to imagine what they were playing and like how do they do that, or is that what musicians do when you just go, "Wow, what a great song"?
Yeah, it just sounded really fresh to me. I mean, it's obviously got like a Pixies kind of vibe to it, but
It does.
it also feels kind of California in a way. And actually, a couple of the guys are surfers, although I don't think from the West Coast. But we've done a few shows with them over the last couple of years, and good guys, great band.
Nice, very nice. We're gonna play the song from Cage the Elephant. You guys seen them live, obviously, someplace, right?
Awesome. Yeah. Those guys are great live. I mean, they kill it.
The last time we played with them, Matt came up on stage with us, and we covered Jane's Addiction song. What was it?
Ben Caught Stealing.
Ben Caught Stealing,
He's
yeah.
crazy. I thought he was going to tackle me or something. He's nutty on stage, right? He's super fun. He's super nutty. And then backstage, he's super nice, like, you guys are great. Thanks for letting me come up there. You know, it's just
He's
really
very
cool.
he's very Kentucky.
Yeah.
There's no other way to describe it,
Yeah.
but he's just very Kentucky.
Bowling Green, Kentucky.
It's bizarre, and he's one of the nicest guys in the world. But he gets on stage, and people go, "I don't want to go anywhere near that guy." And it's like Iggy's the same way.
Yeah.
He is the new Iggy, in my opinion.
But they kind of have this like Dogtown Z-Boys vibe, like they could be from Ventura County, you know. That,
They could be,
but
yeah.
they're from Kentucky. Go figure.
But they did live in England for a while. I think that's what changed them all.
Yeah.
That's what made them all totally crazy. All right, we're going to play Aberdeen, and we're going to chat, and you're going to talk about the other secret gig that you're doing in a few moments. It's 91X. It is 91X. That's Sabotage from the Beastie Boys. That was the song that you guys did at Rex the Halls, correct?
That's a fun one, man.
Correct.
Yeah.
How long have you been? And by the way, to reset the clocks, they say in radio, Switchfoot's in the studio. Tim is here. Drew is here. We're here talking about the fact that the Bro-Am's coming up. They're playing the Del Mar Fair at the San Diego County Fairgrounds on Friday. Bro-Am's on Saturday. You covered that song at Rex the Halls. How long have you been covering that song?
We throw it in every now and then for the last maybe couple of years. We discovered one day that John's voice could really pull that song off, which is not something I think people think when they think of John's voice, you know. But he nails it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and when he started doing that, I think it kind of informed how we were recording some of our last record, too. Because some of the spoken word stuff made it into our last record. And I kind of think it was similar. You know, it's because of that cover that kind of opened up that door.
Now, well, how did the covers come about? You just sit in the tour bus one day and somebody starts singing something. You go, we should do that.
Yeah, it's like, well, we're doing a festival. A lot of times it's good at, festivals and things. And, you'll hear covers. But it's like, what's a song that's kind of outside of our genre? So it's sort of something that we could reach towards and have a lot of, maybe, leeway to do it our own way kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gravitate towards things that don't sound like Switchfoot already, you know.
But when you pull it off, people are like, holy moly, these guys are actually going to play the song all the way through. It's not like you just did the riff from it.
Yeah.
Right.
And they all start singing along, too.
Yeah. Super fun.
Interesting. All right, tell me about the auction. There's something that people can take part in.
Yep, the auction kicks off the whole Bro-Am weekend. That's tomorrow night at the Crosby in Rancho Santa Fe. Tickets are available at switchfoot.com, and that's really where most of the funds are raised for Stand Up for Kids, which is the organization that works with homeless kids. They started close to 20 years ago here in San Diego. Now they've got chapters all over the U.S., but they, day in and day out, are working with kids that found themselves on the street at a young age, not by their choosing, which is a common misconception, but kids that were dealt a really difficult hand and are not giving up. And they're the real heroes. You know, we actually wrote a song about them called Dark Horses on our new record, Vice Verses. And these kids, they're really inspiring. They're worth celebrating. And Saturday at the beach is the day that we celebrate them.
Okay. 91X.